Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. We're going to look into the messages that are coming up for you. If you're new here, you're very much welcome. And this is a timeless and a general message. Let's see what it is that is coming up for Cancerians. 5 of Cups, the World, 10 of Pentacles, and 9 of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, the Devil, and the 6 of Swords is over here. Looks like you're integrating something right now, or you could have someone in your energy who is doing that. The 5 of Cups is, it shows a lot of emotional strength, courage in terms of emotions, the ability to look into past trauma or even grief. Definitely, I respect the 5 of Cups a lot. And one thing with that number 5 is making sure that we implement the changes, because there's a high chance for being stuck in the number 5 or looking at what is spilled. And if you are the one making these changes, then it could be that every now and then you grieve what was lost, or it could be in the form of love, it could be in the form of people. Easier said than done to just say, hey, look back, see the 2 cups behind you. Very easy to say, right? So I feel like this is where the courage comes up with that, with this card or with this energy. And with your capacity to, to have time for cleansing, to have time for this, or to give space for this for yourself. Yeah, I feel like you're giving yourself space. And this is enabling you to connect with the shadow aspect of yourself. I'm going to break this down a bit more. I'll try. So imagine you have a room that is painted white, and then there is a cupboard that is camouflaged in that room, and you open the door. So all of a sudden you find a lot of stuff there, maybe lamps, tables, and there's a lot of dust and cobwebs. And as soon as you get into that, maybe you start to clean that out. There are some stuff that is not needed, like the dust, and then you're finding out treasures. You begin to find the treasures that were cooped up in there, and there's more space in the process. So this is what is happening as you do this. So I feel like you have a completion of this cycle. And there is the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. You are finding the treasures. Yeah, this is you definitely having access to a lot of treasures. So congratulations on this. Now, let's get to the other side of the number 5. Change and not wanting to change. Not as a result of blaming or putting down others, but it's a way of part of your protection and you operating, or you integrating that shadow side. You get to see how to protect yourself even more. There's the masculine aspect of you, regardless of your gender. There's the masculine, shadowy, protective aspect of you that is activated even more about what it is that matters to you, about what respect means to you, about what you take into your world. All right, so there's so much more space for you, and then you're more picky and selective. So I feel like you're becoming more selective at this time. Okay, so we get to see on one side of this how we can be resistant to change. All right, and then we get to see how that can reflect on other people that have used that to get to you. All right, so there's some epiphanies that you're having right now about some situations that have gotten to you because you connected through maybe trauma, or you connected through that pain, and not by any fault of, it's just what happens. I guess it's the world itself, it's how it is. But it's one where you continuously redefine what your space and your belonging is, not because of the others, but for you. So I feel like the message has been passed on because you have some situations that are still, you've ended a cycle with, all right? But they could still be trying to hold you or keep you down. Could be some relationships, could be something of the past, but this is something that you've had to put in a lot of work just to see what it is that you can do to help. But then when you deal with situations that are not ready to change or not ready to move, what happens? It becomes toxic, it becomes stagnant. So I feel like you're done with a lot that is toxic right now. And this is where you have this abundance coming in for you. But it's always been for you. It's always been for you, and it's coming in for you. Protect your energy. It doesn't happen in a day, but you are making this happen. You are doing it. So well done, and yeah, well done. 10 of Wands, you've ended this cycle, definitely. With the Knight of Pentacles, I keep getting you have someone coming towards you. So you could find yourself making a decision or looking to see. Could be that they surprise you also with their change, because this person, let's get more about this person. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be any sign. What about the Five of Cups? Okay. So there's the King of Pentacles over here. Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit, Six of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. This looks like good news. There's good news. Empress. The world is clarified by the Hierophant. 10 of Pentacles, the Hermit. So we have the Hierophant, the Hermit, the Devil over there. So Earth, and then Death, Scorpio. The 3 cards over here are Major Arcanas. Same goes for this one and this. Something about the Earth. The Earth, like life itself. It's like you're coming to experience the world. Yeah, you're coming to experience the world. And you are also embodying an earthly energies, like a lot of resources, health, well-being, everything that helps you to stay in your optimum state, which is your right by divine law. And this is your right. It's like you're coming to a huge transformation that is taking you to what has always been yours. So you don't even have to deserve this because it is for you. Let's break this down. Five of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like you have an earth sign in the picture. With the world, the Hierophant, this is Saturn, so a strong influence of Saturn. It's like you're waking up to something about the world of how, when we talk about toxic, stagnant, usually we feel, it's for one person, or it's just one person that gets to experience. Like, I don't want to be with toxic people, something like that. But it's like you are getting to see that it's part of this experience. It's not like we're not shy of this, but it's how we go about this. Perhaps this is where the explanation of the Five of Cups came earlier. It's like none of us are shy of like the chances for toxicity or stagnancy. It's just the more we build up ourselves, the more we redefine our space and what matters, then we get to see if something is worth taking in, or like if this has a where to cut off. Yeah, you get to have more threshold. Yeah, it's like you're getting to find yourself in really embodying that moon, knowing when something is enough for yourself first. And this is how you continue to go about this. So the Hierophant and the world, there could be a Taurus. The Hierophant is also a teacher, a powerful conjurer at that. You have some... I'll get back to this other person. Okay, there's someone in your energy. Could be more than one, but we'll get there. The Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles, that is strong Virgo. This is Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. So a lot to do with Mother Earth. You're embodying Earth. You're embodying a high vibrational energy right now. And this is enabling you to round up a cycle. With this 10 and 9, 19, so that is the Sun. And the 9 is showing your closure. Right? There could be a commitment here as well where you're making changes. But whatever the case, you're closing out a cycle in the physical, in spirit. You're closing this out and you're moving to... You're having your huge transformation. In very simple words, I feel like you are no longer waiting on yourself. You're no longer waiting on yourself, and you're allowing some kind of alignment to happen for you. Okay, so let's get back to some situations that are using the same energy to manifest. Okay, there could be some people. This is from the past, or if you're dealing with people on the outside, and they could be holding on to the past as well, but they haven't used that for the best. And this is where you've had to keep elevating, keep widening your sense of self, and come into this expansion and abundance. Wherever they're channeling this, if it's for the wrong reasons, then it's definitely not coming to you. It cannot get into your world anymore. You have a huge wreath around you right now. Your home space, wherever you are, there's a different path that you're on that is not in alignment. It's like two different or parallel worlds right now with these people. So I would say this is your message of expansion and a huge transformation. I mean, it's vast. You're getting to take your place in the world, literally. This is a sense of belonging. Wherever you are, you're coming to do that. There's also an ascension. See that? So you could have a motherly energy or someone who has passed on that continues to help you. That is the Knight of Pentacles. So there's someone who has passed on that is also helping you with this process. Let's get more from the angels and ancestors. Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. You're coming to discover, I keep getting this, so I'll say it again. Druid, hold the space. You're holding more space for yourself. We've spoken about that already, and it has to do with your truth, your space. Okay. Then the Fire Guardian, you're coming to discover something about this earth, and it's connected to Saturn. is connected to, because Saturn is not only earth but a combination of fire. There's your place you're coming to discover about you being a guardian. You may not know how to word it, but it's why you came here in the first place. And the Shield Maiden, there's also a fiery energy of protection. Reminds me of this song, Gangster's Paradise, and as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear I will fear no evil, something like that. But you are getting to realize you're in the presence of being in that valley, but then the kind of space that you have, you have some kind of mansion or like a very large space that it requires you to have that for you to operate. Now, you're still getting to discover something about your presence in this physical reality. And that is an unraveling process. Have a plan or strategy in place before moving forward. In this deck, the Shield Maiden brings a fiercely feminine energy. Shield Maidens work together in times gone by to create shield walls of protection. Take some time to assess what your next steps will be. All great warriors have a plan. The ancestral guidance that is coming to you now is a reminder that you have a warrior's heart and that you have it within you to be more prepared and focused than you have been recently. So have a strategy in place and then let your guide support you as you move forward. The Shield Maiden's medicine helps us move beyond any unsettled feelings when our plans start to take shape and follow through with our strategies in order to be where we want to be. So you could apply this as a divine feminine, a divine masculine, the way that it resonates for you. I would say the summary here is about your space and this huge transformation that you are having and taking your space. You're taking up a space or a place. It's powerful. All right, Cancer. I'll come back with more videos and I hope this one was helpful, and do take care. Bye-bye.